what, and it'll show you it. Like you
Holy
don't have
fuck,
to
really?
pay for it, bro. The
You're a
internet's
fucking
crazy.
liar.
No, I'm serious. I'm straight cereal, straight Kellogg, straight Captain Crunch over here. Like
No,
you
you
can
didn't
just
say Lucky
look up
Charms.
shit.
I don't believe you.
Well,
I
I
did a
don't believe you
costume
because
one
you
year
didn't say
where
K. You
I
didn't say
took
my
fake
favorite cereal. My
bloods.
favorite cereal is K.
Are you sure it's not KKK? Cause that's what it sounds like.
I mean,
Mine is Odyssey.
Yeah.
The truth
What?
behind Kellogg's.
I stole an iPhone.
Good for
huh?
you.
I
You know
What
what
the
stole
I
it
was
fuck?
from a
thinking?
safe at
Why
my
doesn't
job.
why doesn't iPhone make you have to put in your password to shut your iPhone completely off?
I don't know, cause
Because
Because
that
in
would
case
that would
someone
help
else
with
gets it.
anti-theft. Because I mean, whenever people steal a phone, they shut it off so that I find my iPhone doesn't work.
man,
So it
I'm
can't be
just gonna
tracked.
reset the bitch if it's got a password.
Well, no, because
Yeah, but you need the
you need
password
the
too to
password to
set it.
turn it
Not
off.
if I do it with a computer.
But then
That's still
it's too
that's
late.
still
Like
shaky
it
because now
already knows where the fuck you
it's
are.
pinging into your house. Now it's got your GPS.
Oh no, my GPS.
An easy
Crazy.
Yeah,
solution
so
is
then,
just to not have
especially
a
if it's an
phone.
iPhone, they can just track that bitch and send the cops straight to your house.
It's not like I use a VPN or anything.
On the iPhone that you stole?
Fuck it.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What?
Sure,
Why the
bud.
fuck
Sure.
would you?
Man, I'm just gonna reset the iPhone if I can't get into it.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you have a MacBook so?
Yeah, I don't have a MacBook, but I have a VM of a MacBook, so same shit.
No, you need a fucking MacBook to get in there, dude.
I'll
don't
see
know
what I can
what
do. I don't have
the
a
fuck
charger
you guys
because
are
I have to
saying.
find one, but we'll
You're
see.
either gonna get the cops sent to your house. Is what's gonna happen.
My guy, it's
Nah.
been in that safe for like years. They don't care.
Have you
Wait, what?
turned it
What are you
on in
talking about?
years?
No, it's literally been off in a safe at my job for these 2 years.
What are you talking
Where
about?
do you
Well,
work?
I
What is
work
this
at a
guy talking
froyo.
oh,
What
bro,
the fuck is
yo,
a
bro, you're
froyo?
like my cousin, man.
It's like a yogurt shop. I'm the assistant
Ah,
manager.
about? Wait, is it kind of like
I
Sweet
was
Frog?
Cali, bro.
I
Is
don't
it
know
like
what
Sweet
that
Frog?
is, but sure.
Sweet Frog. Look it
Oh
up.
my god, we got a different
Look it up.
camera
Look up
angle.
Sweet Frog.
Oh, I just have a
You're
little
making me
sweet frog
do things, but
plushie. I don't
okay.
anymore.
I'll look it up. Give me a second. You said
Yeah, I live in
Sweet
Cali, bro. I
Frog?
don't know what
I
froyo
went
is.
there once. I've only been to a Sweet Frog once.
I'm
I've been
looking it
debating
up.
going
Give
again
me a second.
because I can't remember what it's like.
Sweet
Sweet
frog?
Frog. Yeah,
I
it's
like
like a
that
Sweet
game.
Frog, but American.
A Sweet Frog is American.
What?
Okay, well, it's a better Sweet Frog.
Okay.
Dairy Queen.
Yeah,
Dairy
but
Queen is ass.
this
Dairy
phone,
Queen is
it's got
ass.
okay,
Yo, Dairy
so
Queen. Bro,
this
what?
phone, you know that it's an old ass phone because the case it had was literally the Sonic, like the Sonic movie trailer. Like
That's
it's got like
disgusting.
the silhouette of Sonic on the phone case. So like this
Like the
shit.
original Sonic trailer where he
I
looked like
was a
fucking
kid.
shit.
No, the new one, but like still
Oh,
pretty old.
yeah,
But like
that
it
game
hasn't been
sucks.
on in like years. I already took out the SIM card, so it's gonna be hard for them to track it. At
So
least
what's the
harder.
point of having this phone?
Oh, I'm gonna sell it.
Ah, but it's been in there for years. What the
Oh, your value is drastically dropping over time.
Yeah, well here's
yeah.
the thing. I didn't pay any money
If you
for
don't
it.
even know how to reset it by now, then you probably don't even know how to repair the bitch.
Dude, there's nothing to repair. It's in perfect condition.
There it is.
No, like shit, it had a screen cover on it. It was all cracked to shit. Took it off. Screen's fine.
Should have stole some gas, dog. That's going up in price.
Yes, I can just shit my pants.
Gas actually went down like 50 cents. Where the
That's crazy,
I'm
bro. It's like
checking on
almost
that.
$10 over here in LA.
Actually though, I'm trying to
bro,
set up my
it,
car to
it,
run on hydrogen.
whenever the Ukraine and like Russia thing happened, it popped over $4 for the first time, but now it's under $4. It went to like 4.50.
No, real shit though, I'm trying to work my car to run off of hydrogen by using the
Yeah.
vacuuming tank.
You're gonna blow yourself up.
No, okay, so I thought about that. I thought about that, and I think I figured out a way to make it so it doesn't. So you
Okay,
guys know what a
no.
bubble?
Okay,
You
you
guys
need to
know what a
lean your
bubble
car
stone
off
is,
of
right?
gasoline. Your car's addicted to gasoline. You need to lean it off slowly and slowly, and then
No, no.
just
You
whip it.
guys know? Do you guys know what a bubble stone is, right?
Nope.
Right.
Uh,
So a bubble stone is a thing you put in an aquarium, and you push air through it, and it makes bubbles, right?
oh, okay.
So it can pull a gas through it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set up this hydrogen gas to go through this bubble stone,
Yeah,
so that if by some chance it does spark back into the tube, the
yeah.
bubble stone will stop it from sparking the main fuel source and causing an explosion.
Okay.
Okay, Spook, how sober are you right now?
Like 50%. I've already made the hydrogen
He gets
generator though, man.
50% blood alcohol.
Yeah, you should send me the schematic so I could take a look at this.
Oh shit, I can just tell you to make one. It's super easy. Alright? So
Bro,
what you do
Nah,
he's
but
is you
look,
balanced
I
take
out.
have
you
to.
take you take
I'm a
a
very.
jar, you take a jar of
Oh,
water, you
okay.
put a little bit of salt in it, preferably a mason
Uh-huh.
jar that you can seal, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then you put
I mean,
wires
you got plenty
through
of
the
that.
you put wires through the lid and you put a tube through the lid as well. And then the wires go into the water and you hook the wire up to some like battery
Yeah.
source, maybe like 12 volts or
How many of
something.
those do you need to power your car?
Just one.
Just one mason jar.
No, I'm dead serious. Okay, think about it. Think about it. Water molecules are ridiculously tiny, and they all
Yeah,
have
they
two
are.
hydrogen molecules on them.
I
What
mean,
you're
have you ever seen an
doing,
atomic bomb?
yeah, I
Nitrogen,
mean,
oxygen.
what you're doing when you run
I'm not
electricity through the
Japanese.
salt water is that you're separating
Just
the
make an
oxygen and
atomic bomb in
hydrogen,
your car and compress the
and it
energy that
creates
comes
a
from the atomic
hydrogen
bomb, and then use
nitrogen
that to
gas
power your car.
mixture. It uses
What
a
the fuck?
it creates
It's
a
a turbo
hydrogen
for all this.
nitrogen gas mixture, and then that gas is like an extremely clean burning fuel source.
Yeah,
And
but
it makes
it's
your
not efficient.
no, it's way more efficient than gas.
Is it?
Gas, yeah, no, gas only like has like a 30% efficiency when you run it through your engine.
But
Like,
it's not gonna sound as cool.
Well, I mean, have you ever seen a Prius? I mean, that shit fucking
no,
efficient.
but hear me out.
This is a hot ass.
If you run a hydrogen gas through your car, your efficiency goes up to like 50% just like right off the bat because it's such a clean burning
How
fuel. There's
how long can your car last on hydrogen gas?
as long as it runs on, as long as it lasts on gas, probably longer because there's not a lot
Really?
of gunk in it. Yeah,
So why haven't big major companies been doing it? It fucking
because
They're not
shot
as
up the
high as
gas
Spook.
companies.
the reason they haven't been doing it is because you can do it with water and there's no money to be made in it.
There
They're
is.
not
To
as
tell
high as
that's
Spook.
very
That's why they
sick
haven't
for
thought
them
of
to
it.
have it.
Why hasn't Elon Musk done this?
Because
'Cause he's
Elon Musk just jumped to electricity, which is also a valuable option.
no, it's well because what do you do with the battery acid?
You keep it in the battery? I don't know what the fuck you mean.
What do you do with the batteries?
I'm so
You
fucking
eventually
lost.
recycle them.
Yeah, you can recycle batteries, but the thing about hydrogen is that there is no emissions. It's like it
Oh
burns
yeah.
off. It burns off. It's just like what's already in the air.
When I was
See
a
the
little, when I
what's
was a
in the
kid, I
air?
used to drink battery
Nitrogen.
acid.
Hydrogen, nitrogen, and oxygen.
But there's a bit more than that. But okay.
Yeah, those are the main three.
Yeah, there's the main three, and then there's the others.
But yeah, you burn hydrogen gas and it creates, just more hydrogen gas. Like it's not like, well, no, not more hydrogen gas. It breaks it
Wait,
down.
that'd be an infinite amount of
No,
hydrogen
no,
gas.
no. It breaks it down to its base elements, but then it just like gets recycled back into like, breathable air.
Okay, then you just like huff it.
Yeah. But no, so the idea is to use the vacuum intake manifold of a car
Yeah.
to pump the gas
Vacuum
into the
intake manifold.
Spook, you
Yes.
know what you should do? You should do this right now. I want to
You
I
watch
should.
it.
mean,
You should build your own car.
I want to, but I
You
want to
should do
get a
it right now.
second car that runs on like a conventional fuel before I start fucking around with mine. Because I
You
need a
should just
car to
do it
get
with
to.
yours. You're so confident. I believe in you.
Yeah, I don't.
I will fund your I will fund your project.
Look, the only issue with
50-50.
hydrogen.
If
Okay, hear me
if
out.
this blows up, like popular wise, not like actually blows up,
Well,
then
that's the
we can
thing. It
die.
might actually blow up.
Well, if it actually blows
That's why
up,
they
you
haven't
die.
fucking made it public.
So
No, no,
okay,
no.
so
I
the
we will
reason
split
most
50-50, okay?
The reason most car manufacturers haven't done this is because hydrogen, since it burns so well, it is way more unstable than gasoline.
Oh, okay.
So if you do it wrong, you're gonna crack your engine and then it's gonna explode. So you really gotta be really fucking careful
So you
with your
can't
air
trust
mixture.
people to do it.
Yeah, you gotta be real fucking careful with your air mixture. So like I also have to put in like a mixture. I
Well, I
don't know
thought
the
you said that
name.
it won't explode if you got the air bubbles. Got the
Well,
bubbles.
okay, I also
So,
need to mix it with oxygen because it needs to not be pure hydrogen because that will just
well, what's wrong
explode
with
the
pure
engine.
hydrogen?
It'll explode the
Hydrogen
engine.
is fucking flammable as hell.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's energy that you convert into energy for your car.
Yeah, but
No,
the
this is
steel
big
block of
balloon
the
fuck you in
engine
the face
is not
country.
strong enough for that
Make it out of
explosion.
titanium.
Yeah, let me just
Kill
fucking call
myself.
my titanium guy.
Most
Yes.
most cars,
Why not?
like all the frames and everything, are made of fucking plastic. The only thing that's really metal is the engine, which
Yeah, I
that's
have to
just steel.
mix.
It's not
Carbon
really
fiber
reinforced.
engine, dog. Have you never
I
heard of
have
that
to
shit?
mix. I have to use a mixture
That's
of
weaker, you
air.
dumbass. It makes it lighter.
I have to use a higher mixture of air to gas when I use hydrogen when I'm using that as opposed to like normal
Yeah.
gasoline
Make
because
it a platinum.
I can
less
build a sick ass
hydrogen.
paper airplane. How can I help?
It needs less.
Make a sick ass paper airplane out of platinum.
There needs to be a substantially smaller amount of hydrogen that's going into the engine if I don't want it to fucking explode and me
Okay,
die.
well then do that.
Yeah, that's what I want to do, but I'm gonna wait until I get a second car,
Oh my god, just do it with your car.
bruh.
Make
No.
an engine.
You're trying to kill
Make a
Spook, man.
test engine. You could make a test engine.
You know, I actually thought about that and I bought myself a model engine to test it on. So eventually, yeah.
Like a model engine that
Can you
it's
send me a video of that?
strong enough to
Whenever I
handle
do
a
it,
very
sure.
dulled down version.
Spook's gonna be a
Like if
millionaire.
you had a 3D printer, you could 3D print like
I do have a 3D
No,
printer. No, you can't.
you can't.
yes,
That's
you can.
plastic, not metal.
Yes, you
Yeah.
no, but if you scale it down enough, it'll act as the
No.
No.
No, 3D
No,
printed
it'll
plastic.
still melt by the
My
time
guy.
audio.
No.
My guy, 3D printed plastic is not airtight, no matter
Okay,
what
okay,
you do.
okay. Dip it in oil.
That's not gonna help.
You want to know what my dad made? The first thing he made with his 3D printer?
Dildo.
Fucking no.
what?
When Pokemon Go came out, he apparently a stencil came out for like the perfect thrower. So it had a little spot where you swipe and then a hole at the top so you can move your finger, and it sucked ass.
The first thing I made with my 3D printer was an iris box. You know what that is?
No.
Alright, so you know how like
No.
in like those steampunk things they have those
You know what I
goggles
made?
that
I
like
make a rock.
have like
I
the
made
like
a rock.
the shutter things on them where they like kind of like circle in on
Here to pick up
themselves.
an order.
Yeah.
The
It's
food
like
line
it's
and
a
the
box
the
that has
all
that
line
at the
closed
lid
right
and
now,
it
so I
twists
can't
itself
really make it.
shut.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I used to hold drugs.
That's sick, man.
Yeah, I
You know
know,
what a
it's
rock
fucking
is?
awesome.
Hey, bro, you look like
It's
Okay,
the
okay,
rock
okay.
and Squirtle combined.
And the drugs that it holds are drugs that I pilled myself. Like I got a pill press and made them.
Oh,
Hey, bro.
I'm very
Hey, bro.
That's
What?
so trustworthy.
You want to buy penis enlargement pills?
Man, you know I already make them.
I actually have a super massive.
Well, you
penis,
haven't had these before. He's
No,
gonna get
so,
extra boost and keep at it.
what I did was I got some kratom powder and then I put them in like little gelatin tablets so that I would have like a set amount of dosage.
I don't know.
Oh
what that
god.
you just
So,
eat
wait,
it?
what are those pills mostly made out of?
Kratom.
is. Drugs.
What is
Kratom,
kratom?
kratom is a drug that affects the GABA receptors in your brain, much like alcohol. So it's like getting super fucking drunk.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't
That's
take
for
too much of
your
it.
setup.
No way.
You can't take too much of it or else you're gonna die.
Well, that's
Doesn't
for
it,
everything.
increase
anything.
your
You
blood
know.
flow?
Too much of anything will
Doesn't
kill
it
you.
increase
Too
your
much
blood
of
flow
anything.
to your
Well,
brain?
actually,
No,
air.
it does not.
Air. Too much of wait.
Oh, I don't know, maybe, because it makes your blood thinner, like alcohol does. So I don't know, maybe.
Uh-huh. So,
Yo,
what I'm
okay.
thinking is it makes
Imagine
your blood
lungs
flow.
explode. Okay.
Uh-huh.
But no, I made like
Okay,
some
fuck,
1 gram
who did I
pills. and like,
How many people do you think have died
I
from
don't know.
exploding lungs? Because they've been like fucking inflated with air.
probably a
Not
lot.
a lot. I don't
Yeah, probably more than we know.
Like,
Yeah, because
how
they're
many-
dead and they can't tell us.
True.
Or the doctor doesn't want
That's
to
not
close it.
Like that death is probably like one of the worst deaths.
Nah.
Nah, I'd
Burning
say that
alive is
drowning is the
definitely-
worst death.
You
I'd say
think
burning
that
alive.
drowning and burning to death is worse than having your lungs exploded inside of you while you're still alive?
Hear me
Yeah.
out. Hear me out. When you're
As you sit there
drowning,
and die,
when you're drowning, you lose
drowning
consciousness.
and having your fucking lungs exploded are like the two complete opposite things.
Nah, hear me out. Hear me out. Drowning, you know that you're gonna die and you
Yeah.
can't do anything about it. With the lung exploding, it just explodes and you're dead.
Yeah, it's a quick
Burning
death
alive.
like bleeding out.
Is it a quick death?
I would say so.
Yes,
I think
it's
burning alive
instant.
is the
So
worst
you may have a
usually.
couple seconds where you realize you're gonna die, but other than that,
Drowning,
it's
you got like 5 minutes where you're like, I'm gonna die.
Yeah, drowning is like more
Aw.
taunting.
Yeah,
Nah,
that's why
burning.
I think drowning would be probably the
But also
worst
burning,
death.
I think it takes the same amount of time to burn to death and it just depends on the fire, actually.
Actually, I take that back. Torture would be the worst way to die.
No,
Here
Did
to
you
pick
know that
up?
if-
might be into
okay,
that.
did you know that in
Uh,
space,
everything
you'd
goes down
actually
for
just
cleaning
like
right
your
now.
lungs would explode? Well, no, if you held your breath, your lungs would explode, and your blood would actually boil. Your blood
Yeah.
would just boil inside of you.
Sorry, bro.
Because it's different. Shit is different in space.
No, yeah, I would think that drowning is one of the top 5 ways to die.
Yeah.
Like the worst ways to die.
Like, yeah, because it's just so taunting, you know? Like, you're sitting there, like, you don't want to die.
Okay,
but you
Yeah.
gotta
12-year-old.
die.
Why are you still
I think
talking?
it'd be
Like, Chloe,
What the
just
fuck?
Kinda
stop.
peaceful.
Just stop. I got my colors in the background. I got my dye pink.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, man, I got boobs.
really.
Bro, he's
Really?
got them
Oh.
mommy milkers on.
Hell
Let
yeah.
me see, bro. Let me
Spawn?
see.
Now, how
That's
old are
okay.
you?
I'm 19.
Too young.
What? How?
Hell
How
yeah.
are you?
No,
24.
That's
Spook
not
is
even that young.
4-year-old
We're
living.
good. We're good.
You
Look,
gotta be at
look,
least 4
look,
years.
Look.
Ooh,
The
come
way he
on,
words
what?
it, so he's so funny.
Man,
Yeah, no,
I
no,
got,
he-
I
no,
have,
He has a 4-year-old limit.
I have
on. He's a
standards.
4-year-old limit. Okay.
Oh
Gotta be
shit,
at least
sniper
20
back
if
there.
you wanna get
No.
with this dick.
You have to be 4 years
What?
old. Older.
No.
I turned 20 in like a couple days.
That's still
Well,
too
then hit me
young.
up in a couple days.
Nah, I won't even be here.
That
No
sucks.
way. So
Come on,
scary.
man. Come on, man. Come on, Spoog.
Nah,
Do me a favor.
Spook.
I was starting to hate these headphones.
Wait, what?
What?
You push the wrong thing and it just turns off the call. It says it's
funny.
something else.
Look at
On your
my big
headphones?
dick.
Oh my.
Yo, you
Alright.
No way.
Spoog, man. Is Spoog drowning?
Oh god, it's happening.
He's drowning in cum. Oh fuck.
You put too much hydrogen.
No, no.
Too much hydrogen in the engine. It's overloading. The mainframe.
You're exploding.
He's exploding everywhere.
Come on, man.
Oh my god, okay.
What the fuck is happening?
Oh yeah.
What?
Why the fuck is your camera like swapped? I could have
Why the-
sworn you were facing the
Why
other
the,
direction.
why the fuck are you
Use it.
talking?
My bad, Spoog.
You don't get it.
God.
I'm gonna fart in your mouth.
You don't get it. Okay.
Alright. Dude.
Time
Try to disable it while turning
Right
on.
45
here.
minutes.
Spook.
What?
Butt chug time.
No.
What is that butt thing?
I got a headache, man. I drank too much.
Hydrogen.
Drink.
Okay, okay. What in your opinion is the worst alcohol?
What?
Vodka. Tastes awful.
Vodka,
Worst-
really?
You said
In your
worst
opinion?
But
alcohol?
it's all my friend drank, and he was an alcoholic, so I kind of
Look,
learned.
I
to hate
got
Okay,
a
you're
hot
biased
take.
to it. Okay,
I
I
shut
got a
up.
hot take. I think beer's the worst alcohol, bruh.
Liquor,
Oh.
liquor.
Nah, man, beer
Liquor.
fucking tastes like
Liquor.
soggy
Okay,
potatoes.
we're doing liquor. We're doing liquor, okay? Shut the fuck up. Liquor.
Soggy
Oh, let the man
potato
have his
water.
opinion.
Okay, but we're doing liquor. What's your least favorite liquor?
Well,
I don't know. Probably
liquor
like
isn't.
fucking.
Hand sanitizer? I don't know. You fucking do weird shit.
Oh,
I fucking
let
love
me
hand
think. What's the
sanitizer.
worst one I've had?
I love this game.
Shit is
Oh.
ass.
Oh, the worst alcohol I've had was like sake. Shit sucks.
Sake?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sake.
that stuff tastes awful.
I've never
Literally just
drinking
like
alcohol.
fermented rice.
Is it?
That sounds
It
It's
is.
rice water,
fire.
right?
Yeah,
Literally.
that's what it is.
Rice.
No,
what-
alright,
what-
alright.
I mean, it's
That,
vodka
what's the
fermented
best alcohol?
pineapple to
What's the
potatoes.
best? What's the
In
best?
my opinion, are you asking me?
Rum.
Yeah, I'm asking the
Rum.
entire peoples.
Vodka.
What are you like fucking like 17?
See, look, man. If I say my favorite, you guys aren't gonna know what it is.
What is it?
It's called mezcal.
Calm.
The
No.
Scotty? That's a
Oh,
white.
No. Mezcal.
Mezcal?
I've heard of that one.
M-E-C-A-L.
If I
From
can't spell it,
Mexico.
then I ain't gonna fucking.
I have to
It's called-
say, my favorite alcohol is mead.
Yeah, because
Fuck
you're
you.
drinking it right now.
Well,
Playing
no,
Skyrim
because I
and
like
shit?
mead, dumbass.
Yeah, because
That's
you're
from
drinking it right
Skyrim.
now.
Oh no, I bought the alcohol and like fucking everyone look out. Yeah, of course I like
Randy's
it.
favorite alcohol
Is that a
gin.
glitch?
Straight.
I just figured
Oh,
out a
oh,
glitch.
hold up. Rye whiskey's pretty good. That shit's fucking good.
Mead
Whiskey?
is from
I don't
Skyrim.
No,
know.
no,
like
not
colors.
regular whiskey, not regular whiskey.
Oh.
Rye whiskey.
I've never had rye.
Isn't that a song?
Yeah, it's also a drink.
No,
Is
it's a
that-
song, man.
Is rye corn?
No, it's like a wheat,
Yeah.
but it's like the
Yeah,
rye
it's
whiskey.
used for bread.
All right, so the reason I
Yeah,
like rye
yeah.
whiskey better than regular whiskey is
Wait,
because
that's
not
is
only
it
is it
used for some
cheaper.
moonshine? I
Okay.
could have sworn I've seen rye moonshine.
Yeah, no. you can use
that's
rye
our
for
guy.
moonshine. But like, all
They
right,
Over
just
here
make
so
trying to
moonshine.
kill him.
so
sorry,
not
guy.
only is
I don't
rye
play
whiskey
TF2 games,
cheaper
so
than
I'm
regular
not-
whiskey, it's also about 10% stronger.
Cloud glitch?
My
It's
first
really-
alcohol I had, I don't know what is strong because I had a lot of alcohol. I only had like the ones in my parents' pantry.
No, rye whiskey's where it's at.
The first time I had alcohol, it was like 70%. I didn't know what else. I just started drinking it.
What was it? What was it called?
I don't know, some gin, and it was terrible.
Oh yeah, gin. Rye whiskey's pretty good though. It's got like a nice burn to it, but it's also like not too
Can you
much.
guys do cartwils?
Yeah, let me just do
I
a
could probably
cartwheel.
try a cartwheel, but I don't
was
want to.
like, can you, can you?
I
can
could
cartwheel.
probably do one. It's not that hard.
Look, I don't need to do cartwheels,
Cartwheel.
so I don't do
Okay.
them.
I can consistently get a sick
No one
cartwheel.
fucking asked. You mentioned it just to fucking flex that you can do a cartwheel. Shut the fuck up.
It's because like nobody can ever do cartwheel anymore.
Yeah, cause why would I
Because
need
it's
to do a
stupid
cartwheel?
and gay.
Give me a life.
Because car-
Give me a life event that I have to do a cartwheel with.
Ninja. You were a ninja and you're
No.
trying to
Where do you
fucking
live?
fat.
Where do you live?
Who, me?
He lives in
Yes.
Missouri.
Yeah, I live in Missouri.
Fucking weird.
Oh, now they
Right.
turned off the
Missouri.
button.
In Missouri, there's a lot of shootings, and you can dodge
that
bullets
part.
by doing cartwheels.
Or I could just run.
Nah, cartwheel. You got cartwheel.
Nah, it's too easy to get a straight shot off. So you gotta
Nah,
be wiggling around, you know.
You do a
Hey, you got
zigzag.
I mean,
cartwheel.
it's pretty hard to dodge a fucking bullet.
Nah,
If
you
not, if, not
zigzag.
if you cartwheel.
You do.
It's
You,
pretty
That's
easy
the
to
cartwheel.
shoot someone running. Not gonna
nah,
lie.
man, you do a zigzag.
Zigzag's
cartwheel.
also
Movies
not
make
that
that
hard
really
to
obvious.
Nah,
Like-
nah. All right, hear me out. You don't do a
like,
normal
it's-
zigzag where you go back and forth. You do a zigzag where you go like, oh, I'm gonna go left. Oh, maybe I'm gonna no, I'm going left again.
Oh, so
You
you
know?
mean like a?
Well, I mean, if you go
you're
left 2
strafing, dog,
times,
you're
that's just
strafing,
running in a
Yeah,
straight
I'll be
line.
fucking
Shot
strafing that
straight.
shit.
What is this, Counter-Strike, dog? You're gonna get shot. You got a
Man.
cartwheel.
Dude,
Just
you have
gonna
to
get one
like
shot.
move so fast in order to make someone not like hit you with a fucking gun. Like, it's so easy to shoot someone even if they're running.
This
Yeah.
kid's gonna become a school shooter.
Well, no, because shooting's not that hard.
Well, no one said it was.
I think we're all in agreement that it's
Shooting's
easy to
pretty
pull
easy.
a trigger.
But
No, I
listen,
mean, like,
if you
aiming.
cartwheel,
Yeah.
if you
Shooting
cartwheel,
someone while
then
they're
it's a
running
lot
is
harder.
also easy. Like, you have to be super fast to dodge a fucking bullet or make
Bitch, I
someone
am
miss
fast. Who do you think Sonic's based off?
you. Your fucking mom.
No, me.
No way.
Your
My mom
dad.
was
man.
Donkey Kong.
Oh, okay.
Really?
And your
What
dad
about
was
your dad?
Mario.
Yeah.
The fucking he
Waluigi.
came over to fucking clean them pipes and he fucking cleaned them.
Best goddamn plumber in this side of the Mississippi.
And then out came Spoog.
That's a lot of land. That's a
Mhm.
lot.
Mhm.
That's
That's
like
insane.
75% of the U.S.
I'm aware of what I'm saying.
Can you guys
Okay.
somersault?
So who's the better plumber on the other side? Luigi?
Gee,
Yeah.
That fucking
Luigi.
bastard.
sounds pretty obvious.
That tall fuck.
Oh, he's got the 6 foot. He hit the 6 foot.
What about
Yeah.
Waluigi?
Bro,
He's
that
pretty
nigga's
tall.
short.
What?
Wow.
He's not that
Bro,
short.
he's a chode. He's a living chode.
Been learning Spanish
That's
lately. All I want to
Wario.
say now is
Oh
adios.
shit, you're right.
I'm talking
Wario,
about
that's who I was thinking
Waluigi,
about.
the fucking purple one.
Waluigi's tall and skinny.
Yeah.
I thought
Like
you were talking about fucking Wario.
Nah,
Waluigi's
Wario,
like
I'm
the
fucking
best
a
of
bitch.
them.
Wario the chode.
So, did you guys know that the pandemic and lockdown was just a way for the government to put new batteries in the birds?
Yeah, I think that's
Yep.
I
really
never
funny.
was
Yeah,
on
so that's
lockdown.
what China believes.
What part of the world? I mean, what part of you live in the U.S., right?
Yes,
Nope.
I'm assuming it's a stereotype or something, but it's
No,
still
I mean
funny.
just like what part do you live in?
Nah, man. All right. So hear
Because
me out.
I was never on lockdown.
I'm gonna
I
drop some
never had a
conspiracy
lockdown.
on you. All right. So
You
my
never had a
theory
lockdown?
is
What?
that
No.
the reason the government is now taking COVID so seriously, or at least enough to make mandates, is that they're using it as a form of population control by making everyone
That's
go into
gay people.
lockdown. No, hear me out. They make everyone go into lockdown, but then make all the options to prevent it cost money to all the poor people, so they can't do it, and then they just
Aren't
fucking
COVID shots
die.
free?
That's called everyday life, bud.
Yeah, I know.
I like to go pee on homeless people.
That's just
But like,
America.
The
That's
government
just
does
the
that every
U.S.
day. It's
I
called
know, but they're
health
really
insurance.
capitalizing on COVID right now.
Yeah, it's the biggest one they can get their hands on.
Yeah, no shit, man.
I
Like
think I could
straight
spread
up.
leukemia pretty fast.
Leukemia.
Cause like they
Wow.
only give out free COVID tests to people
Hi.
with families. They don't give them out to people who like
You
are
say
low
bye or
income.
hi?
Oh, dude, I could go walk down the street and find a free COVID test.
Yeah, no, I can't.
Man,
And I'm not even low income. I just live in a low income area because, I'm not an idiot.
Yeah,
excuses.
so do I, and yet they're still down the
Rich
street.
people
I live in
should
Vegas,
not.
baby.
I mean, if
I
you're
should
smart,
also mention that
rich
most of the
people would move
people
to a low
around me
income
are
area.
not white.
Looks like I'll end up ruining the
But they're
mood if
black.
I
Neither are
stay
the ones
here.
around me.
Why
They're
do you
usually
say
black.
that?
Why?
Huh.
Where do you live?
That's interesting.
Where do you live?
In a low-income neighborhood.
Atlanta.
See,
I already
okay, so
said it.
I live in a
Atlanta.
highway town. We're like just off of a highway, and we're like, maybe like a big main street, and that's it. And then
Oh,
like
I
some
know.
apartment
I've
Milestone
seen
by
those.
System of a Down.
I've seen those. I've seen those kind of like. They're the place where no one even fucking knows about.
Yeah, no, that's where I live.
Like, but there's like 1,000 of them in like a state. They're fucking everywhere. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so like where
I've
I
seen
live,
those.
it costs
You
me
can look at a
$26
map.
Ooh,
You
to
the
just
go get a
shades
Google.
just
COVID
keep
test.
getting darker. Oh.
Really?
Yeah,
Not
like
that.
if I want to go buy a COVID test, it costs me
That's for
$26.
like the medium ones, right, or something. I don't know.
What?
Yeah, but even if I
That's the expensive ones.
yeah, but
Yeah,
if I
'cause
don't have
the government
insurance, it
is like
still
giving
costs me
them out for
$26.
free.
Like if I go to like a clinic and go and get a COVID test, it's gonna cost me $26 if I don't have
I'd
insurance.
rather
Your
just
friends are
pay
loud,
for it
yeah.
instead of using insurance. I
My
don't know.
brother's a nurse. I get him for free.
I mean, you walk down the street in my city, and people are asking you to take them so that they can make money off of it.
Man, you can't
Because
even
they go
walk
by
down the
numbers
street
and
in my
commission.
city. You can't even walk down the street. It's a highway.
Well,
there's
I just
nowhere to
chose the
walk.
street I live on the Boulder Highway.
Yeah,
No
man.
way.
Like straight up, we don't have sidewalks.
Well, you should just play on the.
Oh
That'd
God,
be so
no.
much fun. Imagine playing on the highway, just trying to dodge the cars.
That would be fun as fuck.
Frogger!
In my apartment complex, is literally a cement block, and it has like the old
Called a
ass.
prison
I don't have a digital thermometer. Like it's
Okay.
all analog.
I mean,
I
I didn't
got
know
like,
that thermometers were
Oh
digital.
my god, I haven't had one of those since I was a kid.
yeah,
Wait,
man.
what?
I got a mercury thermometer. It has literal. It has a,
There's a fireplace.
Well, I mean, all thermometers are
there's
That's
no
mercury,
why.
right?
electronics.
Boop, boop, boop.
If you're talking about a thermostat, that's different than a thermometer.
Oh wait, yeah, no, I'm talking about a thermostat. My bad.
I'm sitting
We all
here.
knew what he was talking about.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I have a mercury thermostat. I don't have the
Okay.
digital one.
Oh,
Okay,
you have
so
one
I
of
will go more on
those.
fire.
Yeah, and then I also have an analog
Yeah,
humidity
wait, does that mean you
control.
have AC?
Yeah, I know, I
The
have AC.
humidifier? Or you have
Oh, okay.
you have a swamp cooler?
A what?
Fuck.
Swamp cooler?
No, I do have
It's
a
where
water cooler.
A what?
no, swamp cooler is when it uses water to create humidity and cool down the house through that instead
Oh,
of
I
an air
mean,
conditioner.
bro, I don't fucking know. This place is over shit.
Bro, how would it
No,
run
you
that
would
shit?
know because your place would instantly get humid when you turn it on.
That would
Oh,
be
I
ass.
just
That'd
keep it
be
at whatever
terrible.
it was on the on default when I
Humidity
got here. I think it's at
fucking
like, let me
sucks.
check actually.
It does, especially when you live in a desert, so
My
you go
guy.
outside and it feels like ass.
Okay, it's at off.
Wait, humidity isn't really a thing in a desert, right?
That's not,
Yeah,
no. It can be a
It can
thing.
be.
You-
It can
Just
be. Yeah.
inside, not outside.
Yeah, inside,
This
not
desert thing.
outside.
Yo, but straight up, I kind of want to move to a desert.
No.
No, hear me
No,
out,
you
hear me
don't.
out.
I don't.
I don't
Hear
want
me
to hear
out.
you out. It's already a bad idea.
Okay, no,
He's
hear me
gonna
out.
grow weed. He's gonna make drugs.
Yeah, no.
What,
But that's
the
besides
desert's the
the
best
point.
for that?
That's besides the point. The reason I want to move to a desert is because there's some Mexico that's like
Hey, man.
literally $100 an
Hey, man.
acre. And like,
Yeah,
so,
because it's in Mexico.
yeah, no, New
Yeah.
It's
Mexico.
in Mexico.
No, New Mexico. It's
New
in,
Mexico is much
Oh.
better.
yeah,
It's
yeah, hear me out though.
literally-
All right, so the
my
land
God.
is it doesn't have any type of development what's the word? Development codes on it, so I can
Taxes?
do whatever. No, it has taxes, but like it has
No,
no
like you don't
development
need
codes.
permits or anything.
No, no permits. I can literally do whatever the fuck I want on that land. So like the
Whatever you
idea
want,
is to build a
Whatever
house
you
out of
want?
bricks that I used from the dirt that's already on
What are
my
we
property.
talking about?
House?
Yeah, fuck it, man. No,
What
I
are
have
we
this all
talking
planned
about
out.
and why
I'm
are
gonna
we
make a
talking about?
3-room brick house, and I'm gonna make my own water
You're gonna
tower,
make a
and then I'm
fucking
gonna
Afghan
power,
house? Holy
and then I'm gonna
shit.
fucking power it with solar panels because there's only sun. And like, then I'm gonna sell the excess power back to the power company, and then like I'll
Where?
have
Where's
water
the power company?
in the
That's
town
in the
30
middle
minutes
of the
away.
desert.
The
Who's
town
gonna
30
hook
minutes
it up
away.
to the fucking town 30 minutes away?
Me. No.
You
No,
can't
okay.
do that. You literally cannot do that.
No, hear me out. I know how to wire a house. I know how to wire a house electrically. I know how to set up solar panels to power the house. I know exactly how much power I need.
What are those
And-
like big old electric things that like you'll like see them like when driving on the highway or whatever, but they're like on those like triangle like build things and they got like the power lines.
You talking about a power station?
They're like big power,
Power
lines.
box?
Like you see like a power line, but it's the really big ones.
Yeah, that's a power station, man.
No, but they go
Oh,
forever.
man.
They don't stop.
Look, so okay, so I'm
No,
gonna
no,
have.
shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Okay, so like you know how like on your street, like they got power lines, right?
yeah.
The
What's
big
that?
ones. That
Yeah,
are
you're
built on the
you're talking about the
triangle,
giant
the
ass
metal
towers,
triangle
right?
things. Huh?
You're talking about the giant ass towers, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm not gonna build that, but
No. Tap into one of those. Steal the electricity.
maybe.
It will know.
Yeah,
it
but
won't.
like, so the idea
It
is to
won't,
power
no.
my house with solar
It
panels,
won't, no.
and then use gravity as a way to provide like water pressure for my house by putting a water tower above my house.
Well, where does... Oh, you're gonna build a water
Okay.
tower.
Yeah, I'm gonna build a water tower that's like above the roof of my house, so I have
Okay.
like adequate water
You're
pressure.
gonna have a well too, I assume.
Oh yeah, definitely. If not that, I'll just buy water from the town and then like I don't know, recycle pee or something.
What?
That makes sense.
Pines are currently
How are
closed
you gonna
for
get the
cleaning,
water
so I
from the
can't
town? Are
make
you just gonna
anything.
buy gallons of it at
And
a
we're gonna be
time?
closed in a little
Yeah,
bit.
that's actually how most people do it when they live out in the desert. They just have a truck come by with water.
I'll make a map.
I just like buy high.
Nah, so the idea is to build this
He's
house and then
he's gonna make an Afghan mud house.
no,
And
straight
he's
up.
gonna-
Straight up,
Fucking
I'm gonna live
YouTube
like
shit where it's just dirt sticks.
Bro, you should make a fucking videos of it, dog. Your journey into making your mud hut.
yeah, no, it's
You don't have to
gonna
have
be
that shit planned.
it's gonna be pretty cool. So instead of buying
I bet.
insulation, I'm gonna use hemp as insulation because
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
way
God.
better.
No.
It's gonna rot. Or you
No,
gonna
no, 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 no. You spray it down so it doesn't fucking rot. You
Oh.
fucking idiot.
I don't You just said they were just gonna put hemp in your walls.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Just fucking like wet ass hemp in my wall.
Where am I?
There you go.
No.
Put some mud.
Show me.
How are you gonna make it insulated if it's mud?
What do you mean?
Mud.
You
Yeah,
add insulation
Oh wait.
in
Yeah.
between a wall.
Yeah, you make two walls and you put insulation in the middle. I don't-
Oh, okay.
Maybe a
okay,
couple,
so you're
uh,
not making an
Maybe a
Afghan
couple
hut.
sticks for what is that?
No, I'm making
Boards?
a modern day house just using bricks. Like,
Oh,
yeah,
That's
you're
gonna-
gonna
that's
make
gonna
your
be
own
cold.
bricks.
It's gonna be what?
That's gonna be cold as hell in the winter time. I'm letting you know, insulated or not.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm aware of that. I'm gonna have heaters.
Good, good, good.
Well,
Yeah,
then
no,
you
the
have
idea
to hold
is-
in the winter,
fireplaces.
fucking idiot.
The idea is to buy myself an RV so I can live in that while I build the house.
What the fuck? Why don't you just look
I'm
at
gonna look into
Because
that
I don't
RV
wanna
and
live
never
in an
build a
RV.
house.
Why don't you
Because
just
that's
buy a
boring.
tent?
Because I don't want to live in a tent.
That's boring.
Yup.
No,
You say
so like, no, okay, so I know how
You
to
could
build
just
a house.
travel the world in your fucking RV.
Yeah, that sounds great and dandy,
Uh-huh.
but forget
that's what people in their 50s do.
My grandparents are doing it, and they're in their 70s. So.
I'm not saying I wouldn't like doing like a Channel 5 kind of deal, but like that I would need some place to call home, you know?
Yeah, you need somewhere to like base all your drugs at and like grow weed.
Yeah, and that's the other thing.
You
That's
need
the
a
other
mobile
thing.
operations center.
New Mexico has
He
New
uses
Mexico?
the RV to like deal out of state. You don't deal with it in state.
no, but hear me out. New Mexico just like made just like passed the law to allow growers. So like if I jump
Yeah.
into it pretty soon, I could get into like
But
the
then,
first
then
batch.
you've got a whole other thing. You're on the border, right? The cartel's gonna get it, wanna fucking cut of that, okay?
Yeah, I
You
doubt
gotta
they're
deal
gonna
with the
come up to the desert, man.
They live in the fucking desert.
Bro,
Yeah, but I'm gonna
Unless
be
you
living
stealing
like 30 minutes from a
customers
town.
from them, you should be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but the
Dumb
idea
man.
is live in the RV, build the house, and then live in the house, and I don't know, maybe sell the RV because I don't need.
No.
Yeah,
So
and-
you live in the RV and you become trailer trash.
Okay, so the electric company that's gonna be installing the solar panels or whatever aren't
Bitch,
gonna
I'm
be worried.
installing solar panels. What are you
You're
talking about?
installing the solar panels. Okay.
Yeah, no, I know how to do that shit. I've already made a solar panel setup in my house.
Okay.
I mean, my apartment.
Dude, this company wanted to charge my dad like 20, 30 grand to have them dig a hole for fiber optic line going to his house.
No,
And it's
I
like, nah, I'll just have my kids do it for free.
yeah. Yeah, like I've already made a small solar circuit because I had a solar controller and like a couple batteries. Like shit works, it's
Verizon,
easy.
I'ma call Spook.
Phone call,
Yeah,
so I'm happy.
facts. Spook knows what he's doing.
Yeah, no, so what I did was I took two 12-volt batteries
Hello?
and hooked them up.
Wait, no, Spook, you don't have to worry about driving around in the RV and spending so much gas money. You're
Your
gonna have the hydrogen engine.
Yeah.
Hydrogen
Yeah, okay. No. No, okay, so the solar circuit that I made, I took
Just fuel your house. Just use a hydrogen engine in your
I
house.
took two 12-volt batteries and hooked them up in parallel so it has like twice the power capacity, but it still outputs at 12 volts.
No, I'm not. Sorry.
And I have it hooked up to a solar controller and that solar
You know what's
controller
funny? You know
can
what?
that
I
solar
kind of
controller
laughed.
has a 12-volt DC output. It also has two 5-volt
Last year, this family of
USB
like
outputs, and it can also charge the
Indian
batteries
people.
using a solar panel.
Just got off the
This
phone with Uber
last year,
because customers are happy that it's able to make one.
And like this entire setup is I can hold it in my hands. And I only need like I think a max of 240 volts to power a house. Like if I want to have a washing machine, most
Yes,
most
nice
wall
big
outlets most wall outlets are only 120, and the
yo, did
240
you know
is
this
just
family from
strictly
like
for like
Romania came to the U.S.
ovens
and
and washing machines.
they were in their like apartment and they had a propane heater and didn't realize that it was a they were from Romania and they're idiots. They had a propane heater in where they were staying
Literally.
and it filled up with CO2 and they all died.
That's the other thing with my water heater. I'm not buying a water heater. So
Hydrogen heater.
no.
Hydrogen
All right.
heater,
So
let's go.
I had this one friend whose dad was an engineer, and they lived in a trailer park because his job he got laid off from it because the company went under, right? So this dude, instead of
What
like
was it,
buying,
Amazon?
no, it was some other company like way back. The dude's like 50, but like,
What the fuck?
so he instead of buying a water heater, what he did was he built this box,
You
right?
just used piss.
No. He built this box and he grabbed an like an old barrel for a water heater that like without all the parts, and then he puts his water in that, and he puts this thing inside of the box. He painted the entire tank white, and then he layered the inside of the box with aluminum foil and made like a plexiglass like ceiling on it, and the outside of the box is painted black. So what he does is he uses the sun's rays to heat the
Yeah.
water up to an optimum
Sun's
temperature, and then he gets his heated water that way without actually having to pay a water company.
That's a smart man right there.
Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do for heated water because there's literally
Well, why
only
don't you
sun.
just use your RV?
Well, because I don't want to have to rely on the RV. Because that requires gas.
No, hydrogen.
Hydrogen.
No. I'm not gonna be
Just
using
explode
hydrogen.
it. It'll be fine.
Yo, fire. It would
And
make
like-
fire.
and like,
it,
for the- Another thing that I want to try and do is I want to set up a wood gas stove. So wood gas
Like a
is
pizza oven?
like
Oh
no,
my
no, 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 no.
god.
Wood gas. You
Wood-fired
get wood.
pizza? How is
So,
pizza
you-
gonna get a job now?
Oh my
So
god.
the way you get
carbon-
wood gas is you set up a bucket, right? And you put fire in the bottom of this bucket, and you have a smaller bucket inside of that bucket where you put the wood chips, right? What
I know
happens?
what wood gas is, okay? Shut the fuck up.
Alright, bitch, shit.
Keep
But
going.
like,
Keep going. I'm
But you know how like not
yes,
like,
it's inefficient. That's why I'm gonna use it to be a wood stove.
why don't you just use wood?
Because I want to use wood gas, because I want to use it for other things too.
What are you gonna do? Fucking huff it?
No, I do electrical work, so I need shit to make solder melt.
Bro, don't tell me you're eating straight marshmallows.
No, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna make myself like a
Marshmallows are
water.
terrible.
I'm gonna make myself a water-based gas tank, where like it
Wait.
uses water as the what's the word? Fuck.
Fuel?
No, not the fuel. It uses it as the seal. So
Oh,
yeah. So you fill a bucket with water and you put another bucket upside down with a tube on it, and then you feed the gas into that tube, and the water stops the gas from leaking out, and it just kind of like raises the bucket up, and it's like a really old school gas tank.
yeah.
It's like a low pressure gas tank. So that's what I'm gonna be using to power the stove, as well as like any
But
other
why
thing
don't you
I need a
just
gas.
make a stove?
Why would I make it?
Because he wants to be different.
Yeah, it's also like way cheaper to do it this way, and it
No,
works the
it's
same.
not.
No, it's
Yeah, it
not.
is.
It's a lot cheaper to just go with regular
You just
shit.
make like a
You're
fucking
making it harder on yourself because you want to be
Man.
different.
Man, I can make a low pressure gas tank for $10.
I
bet
you can.
And you
But
can
what
make a
else did
fucking
that time
oven.
you put into
You
it?
can make a mud oven.
Yeah, no, I could definitely make like a kiln for sure.
No, like a pizza oven
Yeah, that's a
out
kiln,
of
man.
mud.
That's what a kiln
Easy
is.
to make.
Yeah, just make that.
I mean, I might eventually if I want to cook pizza. But
Just make the rust furnace.
I
yeah,
love
no,
that
that
game.
that would definitely be an easy thing to do.
Then
But
make
I don't
a-
know. I'm still kind of working out the little bits in my head.
Yeah.
But I definitely want to build a house and then like
But
just
you
make the electrical system.
wait, which one are you gonna do first? Are you gonna invent the hydrogen engine for your car?
Well, I've already made the hydrogen generator. I just need to figure out how to make it work with the car.
Oh,
You just gotta change those screws, man.
Yeah, the
change
screws.
the oil, man.
Yeah. No, I need to figure out how to get the fuel into the combustion chamber without using the gas line. So I need to look in. I
It's
need to
'cause
look
Why
into
don't you
this
just use the
screwdriver.
gas one?
because it's not a liquid; it's a gas.
Okay.
Forgot about the fuel injector.
Yeah. Well, it'd be before the fuel injector.
No, use the fuel injectors to inject the hydrogen and boom.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
kind of the
fucking
plan.
car's
I gotta. Okay, so the way I'm not really versed in car engines because I'm not a car guy, but from what I understand, it goes,
You're a mud
gas.
house guy.
It goes gas in the gas tank, changes into gas, like actual gas, from like the heat,
No.
and then it goes into the injector and then into the combustion chamber. All right, how's
No.
it go then?
It goes liquid sucky like a squirt gun, and then it puts it into the engine. It goes boom, 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 boom. And
Yeah,
then
but you
You
can't
also
ignite
miss the
liquid.
spark plugs and all that too.
Yeah, no, you can't ignite
You-
liquid
yeah,
though.
you
That
can
it's gotta
you can
change to a
ignite
gas
liquid.
at some point.
No.
How do you get it from? Okay, so explain how this engine's gonna work then.
It goes pum 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 boom 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 boom.
Hold that thought. Think it's Uber again. Unavailable, out of area.
What are you doing?
Tropical smoothie, how may I help you?
Tropical smoothie? You work at a tropical smoothie?
Is dude at work right now?
Wait, there's a tropical smoothie where I live. You work at a tropical smoothie?
But the idea is to use the vacuum intake for the air that
Yeah.
pumps it into the gas
Is
mixture.
that the fuel injector?
Yes.
I think so. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
currently cleaning the line, so I can't really make anything without stopping. So
Yeah,
Hey,
so the
marijuana.
idea.
Marijuana. Do you work at a tropical smoothie?
Man, it's a lot of people.
you as well. Bye bye.
No, so the
Marijuana.
idea is to use the fuel injector to inject the hydrogen gas plus oxygen into the fuel chamber so that it can combust. So what I need to do is I need to set up an air hydrogen mixer.
Doesn't combust mean explosion though?
Yes.
That's how the
Yeah.
engine works, buddy.
Combustion engine.
You
But
said
the
that you
thing
need
is-
to turn it
Wait,
to
just
a.
make a jet engine.
No, maybe, but no. The
So
thing I
you
have
can
to
burn
do,
more gas?
the thing I have to do is I have to make
hydrogen.
the oxygen
Am I
hydrogen
thinking?
ratio a lot bigger on the oxygen side so it doesn't explode the car.
You know how much air a fucking jet engine needs?
How much?
A lot of air.
12-year-old.
lot.
Since you know so
A
much.
fucking shit ton. You need like a big ass air pump generator just to fucking run a small toy fucking one that you can
Yeah.
make in your fucking garage.
Yeah, no, he's not wrong. You basically need an air tank to do it.
You need a massive air. You need a big ass generator that's worth $30,000.
You need like, from what I understand, you need like at least 3,000 psi to make a jet engine run.
Wait, are we talking about full scale?
I'm talking about just like building one in your garage.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no,
then
you need,
is
like-
most of a jet just the tank gas then? Or the gas tank?
Building jet engines in the garage.
No, so the jet engine is usually
It's pretty
usually
easy.
it starts out as a solid fuel and then it turns into a gas, so there's no liquid involved.
Yeah, because it like vaporizes like.
Yeah. And then what
And
happens
then-
is it mixes that with the air, and then the air spins the fan, and then the fan mixed like the air mixed with the fuel gets lit by an igniter, and then that powers the engine.
Yeah.
This is getting too political for me, man.
Okay.
No,
But,
I think I can make one.
No, yeah, you could totally make one. It's not hard.
It's just the air. I'd have to buy like an air compressor, and then the air compressor wouldn't even like. I could only run the jet engine for like 10 seconds.
Yeah. Now, eventually, if you're going fast enough, you don't need to
No.
use the tank, but that's
Sorry.
you gotta be going real
Cleaning
fast.
up.
Well, I mean, that's what, like a
Yeah, we
jet.
do, but I gotta clean up everything
The
so I
jet's
can
like,
leave. So
I mean, do you mean like whenever a jet's
have a good night.
flying?
Be safe.
Yeah, when a jet's flying, you can kind of
Yeah,
taper off on
it's
the air
pulling
tank.
in air.
Yeah. But like
No
when you're
way.
just starting
No
it, you
way.
need like a massive amount of air inflow to get the
Well,
blade
I mean,
spinning.
if you're just making the engine itself,
Oh yeah, no, you'll definitely need an air tank for that.
yeah. I
No,
mean,
but the idea
unless you're
is,
gonna be willing to make a fucking high power enough like intake for it to,
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, that'd be hard to do that in your garage.
Now the other option you can do is set up a double fan system where like the propulsion also powers the fan using a second set of blades. But that's a little bit more complicated.
I feel like I would know how to weld first.
Yeah, you could 3D print it and then 3D
What?
yeah, okay, so they make this filament where it's like it's got metal particles in the
Okay.
filament, and what you do is you
Whoa.
3D
You told
print.
me that you
Yeah.
couldn't make an engine out of it.
You can't do it cheaply. All right. So what you gotta do is you get this special
Oh, you mean
filament.
like 3D printed guns?
Yeah, but a little bit different. It's a little bit different. So
It's like
this
it 3D
filament,
prints using metal.
not necessarily. So
They
the
have
way
that
it
though.
works, the way yeah they have that. It's like $2,000, but this is for like people who don't want to spend $2,000 on a 3D printer.
Yeah, but you could
People
3D
don't
print
wanna
guns,
spend
bro. These people make actually pretty cool 3D printed guns.
So like the thing you get is there's this
Like actual
filament.
guns.
There's this filament called I believe it's called like a like
Mercury?
no I forget what it's called, but it's PLA
Tungsten?
filament. It's PLA filament with like metal particles inside the filament.
Yeah.
So you buy that, and then you buy like a ruby print
Hey, I
extruder so
got
that it doesn't
somebody.
like break it, and then you print the shit out, and it prints like a normal print, and then you put it into like a bunch of like refractory sand, like you cover it in that, and then you put it inside of a kiln, and you slowly raise its temperature for like 4 hours, and it melts out the plastic and sinters the metal particles together, so it loses a little bit of its size.
That's how like people make guns.
No, they just use a straight aluminum printer, which is why they only work for like 200 shots.
Well, no, do you think that's how like some people get guns and just?
No, it wouldn't work for that. It wouldn't have enough tensile strength.
Would the gun explode?
Yes.
Yes.
No,
No,
I mean
this
like
is this
no,
like
the
this
ones that
method
I was
of
talking about,
printed.
not the one that you're talking about. Not the one that you're talking about. The one that I was talking about.
Oh, the aluminum printing, you can get 200 shots before it explodes because it melts the metal. But they don't have anything that can print more than aluminum right now because the other metals like have stupid high melting temperatures.
Yeah, you'd have to use like some copper or whatever to bring the melting point down. But once again, that's just doing the same thing as aluminum.
Yeah,
Just
so anyway, with
slower
this
melting.
sintering thing, you put it in refractory sand, you put it in a kiln for like 4 hours, and it melts out the plastic and melts the
How much do you think
metal
you could
bits.
sell one of those guns?
I don't know, man. Like, fuck.
Hello.
Likes.
Ooh, maybe.
Might. Yeah, actually, why would you advertise your Instagram account if it's private, bro? What's up?
Oh God.
What's the point?
I've never. If they're not my homeboys, I'm not following them.
No.
No way.
Oh, Matt.
Oh,
We got a fucking chick in here.
there's a big boy. There's a big boy right here.
Dude, why does Matt dog look depressed? Look at the dog. Look at the dog.
Wait.
Dog. Poor dog, bro. He's like, what?
Look at that dog, bro. That
That poor
dog is
dog,
seeing
bro.
some shit.
Where's
Bro,
Peter, bro?
Pigeon
Come on, man.
24.
Save that nigga, bro.
That's
my man.
okay first. I'm shy. That's a sub, bro. You can...
Where the black bitches at, bro? I'm trying to fuck a Negro.
I don't know. This
Arena.
is a racist website, bro.
Oh God,
it's
nigga, I'm
really
trying
just like, in the middle of fucking
man.
Canada, of course.
Yo,
there's
I know.
finally, some good
I don't.
bitches.
Oh, a Negro.
She's so
finally.
ugly.
How much
Hey,
for
yo,
her?
that's
Black
racist.
women.
That's racist.
Hey guys, I'm back.
Alright.
40.
Yeah, no, you can use it on any printer. You just have to get a ruby extruder. So like,
Okay,
it's
well,
like,
still, that's it'd just be so much easier just to by the.
yeah,
oh.
no, it would definitely be easier just to have the printer print out straight metal.
Wait,
But like,
what kind of metal is it made out of? The other one.
well, you can do different things. You can do brass, copper, steel. It really just depends on what
Oh
you buy.
shit, so you can make real guns out of it.
Yeah, but it's not gonna work because the metal's sintered together. It's not like a solid piece. So it's not gonna work. It'll just explode.
Like a barren.
Yeah, it'll just explode in your hands on the first shot because the metal isn't like a single piece of metal. It's
You know
it's a
what's
bunch
crazy?
of little
You know
tiny pieces of metal
you know
melted
Russian
together.
FPS? That dude fucking clapped.
What?
That
Who?
dude was dope as fuck.
FPS
yeah.
Russia?
Yeah,
No,
FPS
I wanna buy
That
some
dude
land
with
in
the
New Mexico
fucking
and just
thick
build a
accent?
house, and then make it self-sufficient.
Wasn't he? No, he was from Georgia, dog.
So yeah, but
No,
he
he
was
wasn't
Russian.
Russian. He was Georgia.
Oh yeah, I'm also gonna try and set up like a small river on the property using like a continuous loop of water and then like a turbine so I can get some like power from that too.
Yeah. What are you gonna like put like a landfill kind of thing, just like plastic? On the
No, I'm
bottom?
just gonna make like a small like continuous river.
You're
You
gonna
should just buy
wait. You're gonna
land
make a
and then
river.
Yeah, so like there's this thing I forget what it's called. I think it's called like I don't know what the technical
You know
name
what?
is, but
You know.
it's like a continuous water fountain. So basically,
Yeah,
you
but
set up
that's because the water is
water's
the
what?
water. Well, if you live in a desert, it's just gonna go in the water's just gonna get absorbed in the ground, right?
No, I'm gonna make a separate thing, like
What do you-
inside the house. It's gonna be like hydroponic shit.
It's gonna be in the house.
Yeah, so like,
You can have a
so
water fountain in your house, in your mud house.
I did this, I did
yes.
this thing, and I did this thing when I was living at my grandparents. I made a continuous sink because I lived in a basement, and I didn't have a sink down there.
That's different. This is different.
No way.
I thought you were talking about the river,
It,
and
it,
now
it
we're
would
on a
function.
fountain.
It would function as a river.
It's
Just
the
it's
same.
a
It's the
fountain
same
but bigger.
concept.
Yeah.
Same concept.
So like the way you
Okay,
do
I
it,
thought you. Okay, whenever you said river, I thought you meant actually, a river. You just mean recycling the water.
yes, a continuous river flow.
A water flow.
Yeah.
A river does not use the same water over and over.
That's why I said a continuous river.
You mean water, like, all you
Look,
have to
we
say was
mean
it
the same
reuses
thing.
the water.
We mean the same thing. Let's just stop.
You were so confusing in that statement. A
All right, so
continuous river. I'm gonna make a continuous river.
all right, I get what you mean, but you know what I mean. So like, so you can use gravity to do that. You just need to set up
Or just a
two.
water pump.
Bye, guys.
No, there's gonna be no pump involved. It's gonna use gravity.
Okay, or you can use gravity. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah. So like, I did
That's
this
very
thing.
cool.
I when my sink was clogged for a while, so I had to do this thing to make it so I could drain my sink. What I did was I basically made a siphon pump where like I had a tube and I like just stuck some water into it till it went over the corner of my sink, and then I dropped
Yes.
it down, and then it just continuously sucked water out of my sink into like whatever I was
Yes.
putting it into.
It's like
So
it's like siphoning gas out of someone's car.
yeah, same thing. So like I'm gonna make that, and then I'm gonna also have a turbine, like a water turbine in there, using a DC motor to generate some electricity.
You just said you didn't want to use pump.
No, there's no pump. It's using gravity.
Oh, but you're using electricity for.
Yeah, no. When you spin a DC motor, like if like
No way.
you take any DC motor and you spin the
None of those
axle,
hit me.
it'll generate a small amount of electricity. Just
Oh,
because of the
oh,
nature of
I see
how.
what you mean.
Yeah.
You're using the flow of the water to generate electricity.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I can 3D print like a turbine, easy peasy, and then just hook
The
it up
only
to
way
a
to
motor.
get actually a little, like, just a noticeable amount of energy, you'd have to, like, fill your fucking pipe with it.
No. I can use a step up. I can use a step up circuit.
You could have, like, a bunch of them.
Yeah, no. The idea is to have this turbine, because the DC motor is gonna put out like maybe up to 5 volts, and that's like a big maybe.
No,
But
but
this-
if you had, like, a bunch of them.
Well,
in,
yeah,
like,
but
a row.
I only need one. This is so like what
Nah,
I'm
but
gonna
you
do.
could have, like, 10 of them.
Yeah, but I don't need 10 of them.
It makes so much more power.
Yeah,
It's
but
gonna
like,
be loud. Sorry.
Yeah, no, what I'm gonna
Are you
do,
making a smoothie?
what I'm gonna do is I'll set up the
That
DC
sound like
to
a smoothie?
output. I'll set up the DC
Oh.
terminal to output to a step up voltage,
Wait, do you work at Tropical Smoothie?
so I can increase the
Probably. I've been
voltage.
saying hello. This is Sethwick for about 3 calls now.
I can
Do you
change the
have a
voltage from
super green
5 to
Caesar
like,
on your menu?
like 10 or something.
I don't know, dude. I can barely hear you.
Super green Caesar. Wrap.
Yes, I'm not making you a damn rap.
Bro, that thing slaps.
Sorta. You kind of have to modify it a little bit.
It depends on who makes it. Some people that I've had make it really good, and then other people like make it really small.
Oh yeah, dude. I pack a lot of like lettuce and stuff in there,
The
so
lettuce
it's nice
is
and hard.
great, bro.
There's also this thing called an earth battery that I want to try and make.
Yeah. Oh my god, bro.
Explain.
Alright, so I
Are you
don't,
just
I
gonna
haven't,
film all this? You should just film it all.
I mean, I want to, but like, I
People
haven't
would
tested,
watch.
I haven't tested this out yet because I live in an
One day
apartment
you're just gonna
complex.
stop posting.
This
That's 'cause
guy.
you're gonna die.
So I haven't
You're
tested
gonna
this out
kill
yet,
yourself in the
but
middle
I
of the
live,
day.
because I live in an apartment complex, so I can't be like, like shoving shit in the ground. But,
Yeah.
so, uh, so if you take,
Why not? Why don't you just?
so if you take 2 different metals, like let's say
You know what?
copper,
No, spook. You're not making big. Harness lightning.
oh, I mean, probably. What do you think the Warden Cliff Tower was for, man?
They can't harness
Ah, I hate
electricity.
this thing.
Nah, so what I want to do is there's this thing called an earth battery, right? I saw this,
Why is your room getting so fucking dark? Oh wait, no, just lit
I
up.
saw this video where this guy took like an ice tray, right?
Yeah.
And he put dirt into like the different, like all of the ice spots, right?
And it worked as like electricity cells.
Sort of. What he did was, in order to make it work as an electricity cell, is what he would do is he would take like a galvanized steel screw, so it's got like zinc on it, and then he'd take like a raw copper wire.
Wait,
like
you're just
solid
making
core.
a fucking potato battery.
Yeah, but I'm gonna use the actual earth for it.
Okay, well that's just a potato.
Yeah, but hear me out. Hear me out.
That's a It's gonna make so much less power than a fucking potato. You do realize it?
Yes, but that's where I'm gonna use that step up voltage thing I was talking about. There's this circuit. It's called a step up circuit.
Little a fucking potato, like generate how much? Almost not.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna
It's
make
like a lemon.
No,
You
okay,
need
so just to give you an idea,
of
the
potato.
ice tray version generates like 12 volts of electricity.
Bro, that's not even enough to like.
That's enough to power like most small devices.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make a bunch
Cap.
of those using the
Cap.
actual earth.
Cap.
How is that cap? Your phone is literally uses 5 volts.
No, my phone uses 50 volts.
No, it doesn't.
Yes. Bro, my shower shocks me, dog.
That just means your electrician was an idiot. I don't.
My shower has 50 volts.
Okay, the
3,
phone,
4, 5,
a normal phone takes
But
up
I
to
don't have a normal phone.
5.5 volts as a
I
charge.
have an Energizer phone.
That doesn't make any difference.
No, have you not seen my phone lasts 3 days.
I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying.
My phone is 2 pounds.
I'm talking about to charge your phone. It takes like 5.5 volts.
My phone takes 10 hours to charge.
Yeah, and it charges at
It just means you have a
5.5
fast
volts.
No,
battery.
Oh,
My
I'm
guy.
fucking confused to the what the fuck's going on right now.
I'm
my
trying to
phone
explain to
battery is 25 volts.
That's fine. That's fine. It can be 25 volts, but I'm saying it charges with 5
No.
because
I
bro.
bought a different charger. I bought an Anchor charger and it actually charges at 30 volts.
No, it doesn't,
Yes,
man.
it does. Yes, it
No, it doesn't. You can't charge a 25 volt battery with 30 volts. That's just gonna
Yes,
break
you
the
can.
battery.
No.
Oh.
No, no. Don't tell me this.
Alright, alright.
It works.
Mine is your phone. Normal phones charge at 5.5 volts. Every charging block is 5.5 volts. You can look on it. It says output 5.5 volts and like 3.3
Do you know what
amps.
my NIM battery is? Holy shit. 50 volts.
That's not, bro.
Just make it soft.
I have a LiPo battery that I run like my entire room on, my computer, my TV, everything. 150 volts.
No, okay. You're not understanding what I'm saying. The battery can have any charge at once, but
No, it outputs that. It outputs.
Yeah, no, I
150
get what
volts
you're
at
saying.
once.
I get what you're saying. I get
constant
what
flow.
you're saying.
For
Yeah.
32 hours.
Yes, I get what you're saying. But the charging module that charges it takes in 5 volts and
No.
powers and charges it with the 5 volts.
No.
Because, alright, hear me out. If it was charging it with 50 volts,
No, I
your
buy
battery
an
would
anchor
explode.
charger. I buy an anchor charger that charges your phone at a higher volt, which means it charges faster.
Alright, I want you to go grab the charger and look at the output on it right now.
Okay, I'll go look at output right now.
It'll say it on the object somewhere. It'll say output, input.
Hey, Catacomb. Grass yet?
Alright.
What?
Did you find that scorpion in your ass and scrape?
The scorpion? No,
Yeah,
I
you
didn't.
didn't find it in your ass yet? It didn't crawl up your ass?
No, I gave the guy my credit card
Do you live with your
information, so it
parents?
wouldn't.
Do you live with your parents?
No.
You live
Yes.
with anybody?
Yeah, I live with my parents.
Okay, that's what you thought.
What do you want
Did
from
you
me?
check their asses?
Oh my
Besides
God.
the phone thing, you can run a house off
Here,
of.
I got it.
Okay.
30
okay.
watts for my phone.
Okay, watts are different than volts, man.
No, they ain't. No, they ain't. No, they
Uh-huh.
ain't.
My guy.
Then they would be the same name.
Yeah, watts. You have
Do
to use
FNAF
volts
smash
to
or
get
pass?
watts.
Absolutely not.
It's volts. It's volts.
I think somebody's
So
done
it
that already.
says,
volts.
it
I
says,
misread it. It's a
it
V.
says, it
It's
says
a V. I
output
thought that
30
was a
volts.
W. I thought that was a W. That's
So you're
W
telling
was
me,
2 V's, you blind
To
you're
be
fuck.
honest,
telling me,
No,
you're
it's
telling
not.
me
It's a
this
V, it's a
device, you're telling me this device says output 30 volts.
Uh-huh.
Okay, what's this device called?
For Wait, what are you talking about?
What's it called?
Oh,
What's the name of this device?
What are you talking about?
This thing that does 30 volts, what is it called?
It's a generator.
You're powering your phone with a fucking generator?
Told you.
What's the device
I
called?
didn't.
I said it was a big battery that outputs a lot of energy.
That's not a generator,
That's
that's
not
a
a battery.
Generators and batteries are way different. Yes, they
Yeah, okay, a battery
God.
stores energy, right?
It-
A generator generates energy, bro.
But no, it stores
Nah, you're
infinite
retarded.
energy. It stores infinite energy.
Okay, if we could store infinite energy, we wouldn't have the problems that we have right now.
It'd be
Okay.
a generator, dude.
Okay, so how do you charge your phone with this 30 volts? Do you plug it?
How do you
plug...
charge your car? It charges itself.
No, okay.
Infinite
No,
energy.
it doesn't.
Okay, when you charge your
He
phone
probably
with
just has a fucking Ryobi, okay? That's probably what he has.
Look, okay, so
Oh,
when you
that's so
charge your
loud.
phone, do you have to plug in like a normal power brick to plug into the USB
No, it's
to plug into
Dean's.
your phone? What?
It's what?
My phone plugs in using Dean's.
What the
What is
fuck are you
that?
talking about?
A Dean's power connector.
What the fuck is
Penis?
that?
Dean's.
Penis?
It uses
He's
a
not.
plug.
I'm guessing that's where he was going.
You know what?
Bro,
No, you
how
know
the
what
fuck do you
outlet?
spell that?
You know an outlet? It plugs in like that.
Yeah, that outlet? Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you have a Dean's connector. How does that connect to your phone?
It plugs in.
So your phone has a Dean's input jack.
Yeah.
Bro, what kind of fucking phone do you have?
Bro, he's bullshitting. You know, the
Energizer
beans
phone.
don't.
He is bullshitting. We called him out and he already fucking called his bluff. You asked him for the name, he couldn't give a response.
I said
He's
the name
bullshitting this
Energizer.
whole way. That doesn't fucking count. Energizer is a battery for devices, not phones. You dumb fuck.
They
No,
made
no,
a
no.
phone.
The
No, he's
double
Like,
right.
if I actually
Not
named
listed.
the
Hold
company
the
too,
fuck.
like I said Ryobi, you could have just said that.
Hold the fuck up. They actually have a phone. Let me see this.
God, that's no. Just no.
It's more or less a meme. They don't
You
like
know what?
really
I'll do
have a phone
FNAF
they sell.
Smash.
Bro, what the?
I'll do FNAF Smasher Pass some other time, not tonight.
I told you he's bullshitting, dude.
Man,
What?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm bullshitting as much as the hydrogen engine.
oh, you want to? All right, fuck it. I'm sending you a picture.
Energizer unveils radical iPhone with massive battery as thick as 3 iPhones. Why? Why?
To have an iPhone that can last for 3 days.
I don't need that.
Alright,
Um,
I'm bluffing about my hydrogen generator.
That's the fattest thing anyone could ever fucking hold.
You have said enough evidence and have
Oh,
proven
and
yourself.
the reason I know this guy's bullshit is because I had to unmute him. Okay? I had to unmute him.
Yeah.
Fucking.
I mean, there's no way you guys didn't think it was bullshit from the start.
Oh, I knew you were. I was just waiting for someone to call it out, but apparently everyone keeps something dumb.
I was just trying to explain to him that
What the
phones
fuck?
charge at 5 volts. Like,
And I was trying to explain to him that I don't care.
man. You
You
dragging.
care. I put a shit ton of effort
Yo,
into it.
Catacomb, buy me that phone.
No.
I just
Yeah.
kept on seeing
No.
words.
Yeah!
No!
Yeah!
No! Where did it go?
God, I'm so
Use
glad I
your
didn't
parents'
that
money
phone.
and buy me a phone with your parents' credit card. Come on.
No.
There's actually not $20 phones. You can buy me
Louder.
a $20.
My shitty head
I'm gonna
didn't
come in
catch
your
that.
mom, okay? Shut up. Don't make me.
It will make you.
Dude. Pay-per-view?
Spook, where's the generator?
I'm trying to find it on my phone, but it's not updating. Oh wait, are we in gift
Wait, can I
shop?
just look
Yeah,
up
we're
a
in
picture of
gift
this
shop.
shit?
I mean, you could, but I'm gonna show you mine.
Okay. Hydrogen. Generator. Oh, hydrogen generator for a car.
Read the bottom
Dogs,
text.
I'll eat you out too.
Read the bottom text though.
Gold.
I love
It's
it.
12 hours of con night. Oh, that's awesome.
Oh.
Yeah, there's my hydrogen generator.
12 hours of cotton night.
You just have to figure out a way to regulate the hydrogen and the air.
The fuck you talking about? Regulate the hydrogen in the air. Get the fuck out of here.
No, what I have to do is I have to figure out the correct mixture of air to hydrogen to put in the car.
So
To put in the car, you're gonna put air instead of oxygen?
He wants to make a hydrogen-powered car instead of gas.
Dude, and air is a mixture of like 8 different gases. What the
Yeah,
fuck
I'm
are you
aware.
talking about?
I'm aware.
Well, then why you calling it air? Shove fucking oxygen molecule up your ass.
I mean,
Gladly. I'm doing
And
it
trust
right
me, I'll
now.
make you feel it.
no, but that's my hydrogen generator.
You don't have no hydrogen generator.
Who the fuck said it?
I'm looking at it
Pickles.
right now.
Yeah, who's saying I don't have one?
I did.
Pickles.
Pickles?
Yeah.
Okay, I can't.
Fuck, you just
remember
call me a little
what the copper
slut!
wire for.
I'm gonna
What's
send
the
you my
copper wire
hydrogen
for again?
generator. The what?
Use the copper wire for. Yeah.
Oh, the copper wire. That's
my God, Jim
that's gonna
Cotter.
be your anode and cathode.
Okay.
So I
What
have
the
mine
fuck is
set
Jim
up
Cotter?
inside of. I have mine set up as like using a sock as a barrier, and I'm using 2 steel wools as my anode and cathode.
Okay,
So
I
that
was
the
a little
wires
bit confused
don't like.
what that thing was, but now that I know it's a socket, it makes sense.
Yeah, it's a sock with a
Is there
with the.
water in there? I can't.
No,
tell.
no, I haven't.
I am tired. Very tired. So, I'll see you all later or tomorrow or something. Who knows? Bye.
They live in an apartment, man.
I mean, a fume hood's only like, how much is a fume hood?
More than I have.
Expensive. Fucking expensive.